2026 will be the death of AI agencies, and Sam Altman is going to make sure of that.
The CEO
of OpenAI.
OpenAI
Reshaping industries.
And if you've been thinking about starting an AI agency, or you're running an AI agency right now, this is going to be one of the most important videos you ever watch. Because the truth is, when it comes to AI agencies, most people are building businesses that won't even exist in 2026. And the reason is, big tech like OpenAI and Google are replacing everything you're selling, or at least months away from doing so. Now, I've spent thousands of hours analyzing the AI market, and it turns out big tech is following the exact same playbook they used to kill almost every online business model. And in 2026, they will start to commoditize the AI market. It's the same pattern that wiped out a bunch of businesses in the dot-com bust in the early 2000s. And in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the whole thing and tell you how you can make your AI agency defensible from the inevitable attacks of big tech. Because the truth is, making money with AI isn't hard, it's misunderstood. So I'm gonna show you 4 simple steps to sell AI to mid-market companies doing $2 to $10 million every year before 2026 wipes out every single low-ticket AI agency. And trust me when I say this, if you don't make this shift within the next couple months, you're done. You're cooked. By the way, I go by the name of Sam Arami. I built and exited 2 AI businesses for 7 figures. I've advised some of the top firms in the world, and I've been asked to speak at many global events, including Sam Arami, Dan Martell's AI Summit. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's get into it. All right, before we get into the 4 steps, we need to talk about what's actually killing low-ticket agencies. And this isn't like it's going to happen, it's happening right now. And big tech is swallowing the market, but that's pretty broad. So let me show you exactly what I mean. ChatGPT launched Agent Builder, making it 100 times easier for everyday people to build AI automations. That's not to mention ChatGPT Business already has 3 million users as of June 2025. Google Gemini Business launched in October 2025. They're targeting small businesses specifically. And if you think Apple isn't going to get in on the AI gold rush soon, you are retarded. They have the biggest opportunity as their AI is already built into the devices small businesses already own. So the question is, which AI agencies specifically are going to be replaced by big tech first? Basic chatbots, email automation, content generation, basic data analysis, and customer service bots. You can set any of these up with little to no experience on Agent Builder or Google's Gemini. And the truth is, most small businesses don't need you at that point. Every service you're selling for $500 to $1,500 a month is being replaced by tools they can get for 20 bucks a month. Now here's what you need to understand. The switching cost is 0. It will take them 5 minutes to upload their business contacts to their OpenAI or Google Gemini, connect their Google Drive or Slack, and they immediately have more AI capability than you are providing. The sad part is they won't even tell you they're canceling. They'll just stop renewing. And they found a more reliable solution built into software they already trust. So what's the path forward? The answer isn't going way up, and it's not going way down. It's actually selling to mid-market companies doing $2 to $10 million a year. But hear me when I say this. You can't compete by doing what every other AI agency is doing. Most AI agencies are building the exact same shit. Text chatbots that answer FAQ questions, Zapier automations connecting to tools, ChatGPT wrappers with a custom interface, basic lead magnets and email sequences. That's all getting commoditized right now. What nobody is doing is building the actual operational infrastructure. Voice AI that handles real phone calls at scale. Custom CRMs built on Airtable with dashboards, automation, and client portals. AI call centers that can handle hundreds of concurrent conversations. I'm talking real-time business intelligence dashboards that pull data from 7 different systems into 1 command center. Complete LinkedIn go-to-market systems with guaranteed results. These aren't services. They're custom-built operational systems that basically optimize their entire business. And almost nobody in the AI agency space is building this stuff because it actually requires technical depth. Most agencies can't do it, which means if you can, you have 0 competition. But it's not just that. These mid-market companies need custom solutions that big tech can't provide. They have very expensive problems worth $100K or more annually that require deep integration with their existing systems. They'll pay $3K to $8K per month because the ROI justifies it. Big tech can't commoditize custom enterprise solutions built for specific businesses, so that's not a problem. So not only will you have zero competition from other agencies, big tech is gonna have a really hard time swallowing this market. So that's where you need to go. All right, let's get into the 4-step system for going up market before 2026 wipes out low ticket agency. And these 4 steps work together to position you as the AI expert mid-market companies want to hire. Step 1, simplest one, build authority so that you can pitch. Step 2, target the 2 to 10 million gap. Step 3, build operational infrastructure that delivers massive ROI. And step 4, price for mid-market budgets. If you can understand step 4 correctly, that's where you can actually make a few $1,000,000 a year. And let's break each one down. The first component is building authority. This is about creating proof that you're the expert mid-market company should hire before you send a cold email or take a sales call. Why does this matter? Mid-market companies don't respond to unknown AI agencies. They work with recognized experts who have proven results. So how do you actually build this authority? Well, you create content that demonstrates deep expertise, not retarded TikTok videos or blog posts about AI trends. No one cares about that. Detailed case studies showing exactly what you built, the specific results achieved, and the ROI delivered. Real numbers. Let me give you an example. We built a custom AI CRM for a furniture company that was about to drop $60K on some legacy ERP system. We delivered the complete solution for $6,500 with a 4-week rollout. They got finance boards, supplier tracking, customer management, and automated order workflows. The system they were about to buy would have taken 6 months to implement and still wouldn't have fit their process. That level of specificity signals you're a practitioner who actually delivers these results, not some kid that just learned about AI. Now, the format matters too. Record video demos showing your system's actually working, screen recordings of voice AI agents handling real phone calls, dashboards pulling live data from multiple systems into one command center, and custom CRMs managing actual business workflows. Mid-market companies want to see proof of capability before they even take on the meeting. So a 10-minute video demo of a voice AI system handling customer calls is worth more than 100 cold emails. Okay, so now that you know what type of content do you make, where do you distribute it? Is it Instagram, TikTok? No, it's LinkedIn. That's where enterprise decision makers live. One well-crafted post per week showing a system you built, explaining the problem solved, and highlighting the measurable results will attract way more qualified leads than 50 posts of this generic AI advice. Every comment on your post is a potential client conversation. Every share expands your reach to decision makers in your target companies. And don't sleep on your first client as leverage. When you land your first $3,000 a monthly client or $15,000 project, document everything. Record video testimonials. Get permission to use their name and resulting case studies. Ask for LinkedIn recommendations. These become your calling card when approaching bigger fish. Authority also means being associated with other credible people. Get introduced to industry leaders. Collaborate with complementary service providers who already serve these clients. A photo with a recognized industry figure, a speaking slot at a B2B conference, or a partnership announcement with an established player signals to enterprise buyers that you operate at their level. Now, what you don't want to do is skip this step and go straight to cold outreach. I see this all the time. Agency owners try to cold email companies with zero social proof. No case studies, no video demos, no authority content. And they get ignored. Then they wonder why sales is hard. Not hard, you just skip the foundation. All right, that's step 1, but here's where most people mess up the next part. They build authority, but target the wrong companies. That's where step 2 comes in. And this one directly determines whether you make money or not. And what does targeting the 2 million to 10 million market gap actually mean? It means focusing on companies that are too sophisticated for do-it-yourself ChatGPT solutions, but too small for enterprise implementation. Not small businesses struggling to survive, not startups with no revenue, companies that have proven business models, real budgets, and problems costing more than 35 to 100K annually. You look for that specific criteria. First, revenue proves their business model actually works. And if they're doing $5 million a year annually, they're not experimenting anymore. They have customers, they have cash flow, and oftentimes they have the budget. Second, they have established processes that are either broken or just pure inefficient. Manual workflows, bottlenecks, teams overwhelmed by work that automation can handle. Third, they have expensive problems where the current cost is visible. Here's what these companies actually look like and a few offers you can start selling them today. Field service companies doing 3 million to 8 million annually spend 150 to 300K on dispatch, scheduling, and customer service labor. They'll pay $5,000 monthly for an AI voice system that handles inbound calls, books appointments, and integrates with their CRM because they're saving 100K annually in labor costs. MCA firms and alternative lenders processing 200 to 500 deals monthly waste partner time on manual underwriting and ISO management. They'll pay $6,500 for a custom CRM that automates ISO submissions, tracks deals, generates offers, and manages broker portals because it saves them 30 hours weekly of high-value employment time. Furniture companies, retail operations, and e-commerce brands with complex supply chains struggle with order tracking, supplier management, and inventory visibility. They'll pay for custom operational dashboards and CRMs because they manage everything in spreadsheets, or forcing their process into Salesforce costs them more in mistakes and inefficiency. Professional services like consulting firms, recruiting agencies, and marketing shops have high-value employees doing low-value tasks. A recruiting firm with $4 million annual revenue, spending 20 hours weekly on manual candidate outreach, follow-ups, and calendar coordination is burning money. They'll pay $5,000 setup plus $3,000 monthly for a LinkedIn go-to-market system that guarantees 5 to 10 qualified calls a month because the ROI is immediate. The pattern is clear. Target profitable companies with expensive problems where your solution delivers 5x to 10x ROI within 6 months. When you can show a $6,500 investment that saves them 60K or generates 50K in additional revenue annually, pricing becomes irrelevant. They'll pay because not paying costs them more. If you want me to make a separate video breaking down all the best mid-market offers to run in 2026, drop a comment below and I'll make an entire video on it. So that's step 2. Target companies doing 2 million to 10 million annual revenue with problems costing them 35 to 100K annually. That's your entire market. But here's the critical part most people miss. You can target perfectly and still fail if you build the wrong solution. That's where step 3 comes in. And this is where you actually create the value that justifies your pricing. And what does building operational infrastructure actually mean? It means creating custom systems built specifically for their business that integrate with their existing tools, handle their unique processes, and deliver measurable outcomes they care about. Not ChatGPT wrappers, not generic tools you sell to everyone the same way. Custom infrastructure that runs their operations. So how do you actually do this? You start by deeply understanding their business before you build anything. Spend time mapping out their current workflow, identifying bottlenecks, calculating current costs, and determining what success looks like and metrics they actually care about. A field service company cares about calls answered, appointments booked, show-up rates, and revenue per tech. An MCA firm cares about deals processed, underwriting speed, funding time, and broker satisfaction. A furniture company cares about order accuracy, supplier lead times, inventory visibility, and customer satisfaction. You build systems around their metrics. Now, here's what makes this defensible. These aren't services ChatGPT business can replace. Voice AI infrastructure, real phone systems that handle inbound and outbound calls with natural conversation, intelligent routing, appointment booking, and CRM integration. When a customer calls a field service company, the AI answers instantly and qualifies their need, checks technicians' availability in real time, books the appointment, sends confirmation, and logs everything in the CRM. That's not a chatbot. That's operational infrastructure, custom CRM builds. Companies at this level have workflows that don't fit Salesforce or HubSpot. An MCA firm needs ISO submission tracking, underwriting workflows, deal stages specific to alternative lending, automated offer generation, and secure broker portals. You can't buy a one-size-fits-all product for that. You need to build it custom on Airtable with role-based interfaces, automation, and integration for $6,500 instead of $50K. 4 to 6 week rollout instead of 12 months. AI call centers, systems that can handle hundreds of concurrent calls with intelligent routing, qualification logic, booking integration, and follow-up automation. This requires real technical work. API integration, webhook integration, conversational flow design, and production-grade infrastructure. LinkedIn go-to-market systems, not just tools. Complete done-for-you lead generation with profile optimization, 8 custom lead magnets, inbound content funnels, outbound content automation, and AI-powered nurturing, and guaranteed call volume. $5,000 setup plus $3,000 monthly, with a guarantee of 5 to 10 qualified calls. If you don't deliver, you work for free until you do. Now let me show you what custom dashboards actually look like because this is where most agencies completely miss the boat. Most people think dashboards are just a bunch of compiled data no one looks at. And that's not what mid-market companies need. They need operational command centers. They need a real-time dashboard that pulls data from every system they use, revenue data from Stripe showing daily sales, average order value and monthly recurring revenue, customer data from their CRM showing pipeline stages, conversion rates and deal velocity, operations metrics from their project management tools showing task completion, bottlenecks, and team utilization, marketing performance from their ad accounts showing cost per lead, conversion rates, and ROI by channel, financial data from QuickBooks showing cash flow, accounts receivable aging, and expense categories. All of this flowing into one dashboard they can check every morning in 60 seconds to know exactly what's happening in their business. But here's where it gets powerful. You're not just displaying data, you're using AI to surface insights they'd never find manually. Pattern recognition that shows when pipeline velocity drops below normal and why. Anomaly detection that flags unusual spending before it becomes a problem. Predictive analytics that predict cash flow 90 days out based on current trends. Automated alerts when key metrics hit thresholds that need attention. So to really imprint what this actually looks like in your little brain, let me give you a real example of what it looks like. Let's say an MCA firm processes 300 deals monthly. Before the dashboard, the owner had to log in 5 different systems every morning. Check their custom CRM for deal status, open Stripe to see funding activity, look at QuickBooks for cash position, review their ISO portal for new submissions, check emails for broker qualifications and questions. It took 45 minutes every morning to figure out what was happening. But you can build them a custom dashboard that pulls all of that into one view. A section that shows deals in the pipeline categorized by stage. Funding completed today versus the target. Cash position and 30-day forecast. ISO submissions waiting for your review. Your middle section could show trends. 7-day and 30-day. Deal flow compared to the last period. Average time in each pipeline stage. Broker performance ranked by volume and quality. And then the bottom section shows AI insights. Deal velocity is 15% slower than normal because underwriting is backlogged. 3 ISO submitted deals that match your decline patterns from last month. You're on track to exceed monthly funding target by 8% if current pace continues. Every morning, their team opens one dashboard and knows exactly what needs attention in 60 seconds. The dashboard saves them 5 hours weekly just in data gathering, but the real value is in the insights that help them make better decisions faster. But here's what most people, specifically beginners, will get completely wrong. They think dashboards are a reporting feature. They're not. They're operational infrastructure that changes how the business runs. When you build a dashboard that saves the owner 5 hours weekly and surfaces insights that drive better decisions, you're not selling a service, you're selling a competitive advantage. And the technical complexity required to build something like this isn't a joke either. You're building API connections to 5 or 7 different systems. You're designing data models that make sense across different data structures. You're creating calculated fields that derive meaningful metrics. You're building AI analysis layers that surface patterns. You're designing interfaces that display the right information to different roles. And the owner needs high-level snapshot and insights. Operations need detailed workflow metrics and bottleneck identifications. Finance needs cash flow visibility and expense tracking. Sales needs pipeline health and conversion rates. One dashboard with role-based views showing each person exactly what they need. This level of infrastructure creates a real moat, and definitely not something you can build with a ChatGPT wrapper. And almost no AI agencies are doing this because they don't have the technical depth. Which means if you can build this, you have a massive opportunity. All right, well, that's step 3. Build operational infrastructure that integrates deeply, delivers measurable ROI, and improves continuously. That's how you justify mid-market pricing. But here's where most people completely blow it even after building great solutions. They price like they're still serving small businesses. That's where step 4 comes in. And this is what separates 6-figure agencies from the 7-figure agencies. What does pricing for mid-market budgets actually mean? It means charging based on value you deliver, not the time it takes for you to build it. Stop charging $500 to $1,500 monthly because you think that's what small businesses can afford. Start charging $3K to $8K monthly, or $6,500 to $15,000 per project, because that's the value you deliver actually justifies. So how do you actually do this? You frame pricing around outcomes. A real estate brokerage paying you $8,000 monthly for an AI system that generates $63K additional monthly and gets nearly 8 times ROI. They don't care about your hourly rate or development cost. They care that every dollar they pay you, they get $8 back. And that's an incredible deal for them and proper compensation for you. When you frame pricing this way, the conversation changes completely. And that's what value-based pricing actually is. But to make your offer undeniable, you need to use risk reversal. because when you tie pricing to results and offer money-back guarantees for failure to deliver, companies trust you more because you're sharing the risk. Most agencies won't do this because they're selling commoditized junk with unpredictable outcomes. When you build custom systems that deliver measurable ROI, you can guarantee results because you've proven the system works. Now, should you use project fees or monthly retainers? It depends on the work structure. For complex implementations requiring significant upfront build, project fees make sense. $6,500 to $15K for full system design, development, integration, testing, and deployment. But for ongoing optimization and continuous improvement, monthly retainers work better. $3K to $8K monthly to actively manage, optimize, and expand the system. But the ideal structure combines both. $6,500 to $12K upfront project fee for building the initial system, plus $3K to $5K monthly ongoing retainer for management, optimization, and support. This gives you the cash flow from the project fee and the predictable recurring revenue from the retainer. But here's something critical. Anchor pricing appropriately. When you present $5K a month to a mid-market company that's currently spending $100K annually on the problem you're solving, your price feels cheap. When you present $500 monthly to a small business owner that's spending $5K annually, your price feels expensive. That's why going to mid-market changes everything. Your pricing is reasonable relative to their problem cost. You can also offer multiple tier options. Standard at $3,000 monthly for core implementation and quarterly optimization, premium at $5K monthly for advanced features, monthly optimization and priority support, and then platinum at $8K to $10K a month for white glove service, weekly optimization, custom feature development, and dedicated account management. Presenting these three options makes the middle tier look reasonable and anchors expectations properly. But payment terms matter too, and they often don't get enough attention. For project fees, structure is 50% of completion and handoff. This protects both parties and maintains cash flow. For monthly retainers, require 3 to 6 month commitments paid monthly or quarterly. Mid-market companies expect payment terms and won't hesitate to pay for services they consider valuable. Now, here's the mental shift you need to make, especially if you're one of those people that would be transitioning up market in 2026. You're not selling your time. You're selling operational transformation. A field service company that pays you $5K monthly for a voice AI system that saves them $40K annually in labor costs and generates $200K in additional revenue from better booking rates, they don't care that the system took you 80 hours to build. They care that it delivers $240K annual value. Price on the $240K annual value, not the 80 hours cost. Mid-market expects appropriate pricing. If you charge too little, they'll assume your solution's low quality. And a $500 monthly price signals amateur or generic tool. A $5K monthly price signals professional, custom solution. So when you show up with proper pricing, proof of results, and confidence in your outcomes, they trust you more because you're pricing like an expert who delivers that value. So always price on value. Now, this system will get you to 6 figures or 7 figures serving 10 to 20 mid-market clients instead of struggling to serve 100 small businesses who can barely afford $500 a month. But the most important part about this system is the operational infrastructure, because that's where ROI happens and renewals get guaranteed. But you can't build great solutions without proper targeting, and you can't get meetings with mid-market companies without authority, and you can't capture the value without pricing correctly. They all work together. Now, if you're an AI agency owner or thinking about starting an AI business, or want help transitioning your low-ticket AI agency into a mid-market agency, I do have a one-on-one mentorship program that you can apply for below. I usually accept one person every month, so make sure to check it out while this channel is still small. And if not, just fucking subscribe, because I drop videos every week and you're not gonna get this level of sauce anywhere else. Peace, mother.